2 Peter 1 verse 5. And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge.
Question. Pastor Wind once shared information: when you have a role model in front of you and become someone to learn from, it can help us learn more efficiently. However, the reality is that there are many situations, even with role models, people still can't learn from each other. The reason? Is it a flaw in their character? Or, as you once shared, some people just changed their ways, but it didn't change the inner character, so that when new problems arise, still can't find a solution.
This involves a situation: why is it good to have role models? In fact, there is an operation in faith, it's called the faithful way of thinking. This way of thinking must be cultivated by oneself, because of their own, that's your intelligence, your wisdom. Just like doing business in this world, we call it business wisdom. What about faith? We must cultivate our own beliefs, thinking. It is how to think, how to believe well, consider what faith is, thinking about how to meet that standard. What's the difference between your faith and yourself? What changes need to be made? This kind of belief thinking, it is truly in our spirituality, the intelligence to go to heaven. Like I said, it would be best if you had someone to tell you everything, to provide you with a role model, to take care of everything. I say A, so you write A. See the difference? For example, if someone sees an English song, he copied down the English lyrics, the act of transcribing, compared to the songwriting intelligence, it certainly cannot be compared to people who fill out and compose English lyrics. Because the people who write and fill in the words, with this kind of thinking. Free to think, free to create. This belongs to the creator, the creation, artistic conception, and gift of this song, all belong to this person. It is a conception, thinking, and intelligence. But whoever transcribed the lyrics didn't have that kind of intelligence, though he spends his life copying. But imagine when he goes to heaven, he thinks he's a lyricist. The truth is, the only people who copied the lyrics, he doesn't even understand the lyrics. Do you understand how far apart they are? So, where is God's wisdom? I just took songs as an example. Now, let's look at faith. There are two kinds of faith. One is a natural, living way of thinking about faith, able to deconstruct and understand beliefs, and cherish and understand faith, even to create faith. On the other side, it's plagiarism, a lifetime of plagiarism, but they think that's what they believe. Why did God design faith and life to be so complicated? The purpose is to reserve space for our thinking, develop a thinking of your own from it, penetrate it, analyze it, then, continue to experiment and practice this thinking. So, what kind of process will this kind of belief thinking arise? That's what I'm sharing today, seeking. For example, as we all know, the Zion message was definitely not taught to me by a master or a pastor, but why did I get it? And it's true. Where did it come from? It's so crazy that no one else can find it. This is faith thinking. This kind of belief thinking can communicate with the God of the time, because God is advancing the execution in every age. He is the mastermind, and 1,000,000% of this planner's thinking. I call it faith thinking in search. And because of this belief in me, so that you can recognize and admire, and witness to the actual existence of God in this church. So, when I help you, why is role modeling the best way? Because the example will encourage you to have your own beliefs thinking. If I enforce, push, and whip you, even if you do as I say, you don't have your own beliefs. As if I forced you to copy English lyrics, and you think you're writing English lyrics, the difference between the two is too significant to be true. In other words, it's that intelligence. You don't pay enough IQ taxes. You don't make good use of your lives to develop intelligence. A lot of people have that kind of intelligence in business. Some people are good at business, others are good at socializing and chatting, some people who are not exclusive in love, very good at pursuing women. The moves are ever-changing. They all have this intelligence, live in their own work environment, or in their love life. But what about faith? I found that the church did not have this kind of thinking, not at all, they are simply out of whack. I always say they're crazy. The reason is that they have believed in the Lord for a long time, never had a faith mind. Just copying what the previous generation did, but like a great English composer, that their faith can be explained to God. Is it possible that you haven't realized the extent of your faith? Far from God. Because we want to be like God. To be like God, you can't just copy English lyrics, and then be self-righteous. We want to be the ones who fill in and write classic English songs, so, before God, to be called a worshipper. The above is for worshippers only. As for faith, when it comes to faith, why is an example the best way to do it? Because this prompts you to observe the process, develop the pioneer 1% of faith thinking. Know that the pioneer has found his way into a dark world, the whole world can't do it, only he can see, and that is the direction closest to God. And all you need is from him. Find the direction between yourself and him, rather than asking you to search for where God is in the world. No. Because some people are already looking for God's whereabouts. 2 Peter 1 verse 5. And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge.
應該講樣好呢？喺信仰上呢，有一樣嘅操作呢，叫做信仰嘅思維方式。呢種嘅思維方式係一定要自己養成，嗰個就係你嘅 intelligence，就係思考點做好個信仰。呢個信仰同我之間究竟有咩差距？呢種嘅信仰思維先至係真正上天堂嘅 intelligence。
Facing the dawn, the path I'm on, seeking wisdom, the pioneer song. Through darkness and doubt, I find my way. Guiding light leading to a brand new day. From the shadows strong, tired and weary, but I carry on. The wisdom I seek, it's within my reach. I'll find the light, and my soul will free.
喺乜嘢過程會產生呢個信仰思維呢？就係 seeking。尋找啊！譬如2000信息絕對唔係有佢師傅教我噶嘛，世上冇人揾到呢種信仰思維先至係可以同嗰時代嘅神溝通，就係你哋見識到喺我身上有咯，所以你哋先佩服同埋你會睇到神嘅真實喺呢間教會。
Show me the way, illuminate my path, brighten my day in the darkness.